They were waiting to evacuate sick children when the missiles hit. What followed was one of the deadliest nights Gaza has seen in weeks. We begin tonight in Gaza, where hope was shattered in seconds. Over 100 lives lost in just 24 hours, children, doctors, and families gone in a flash as Israeli airstrikes hit homes, hospitals, and refugee camps. One of the hardest hit areas was the Khan Yunis hospital compound, where families were sheltering, hoping for safety. Instead, they were caught in a deadly blast that killed 28 people. Another strike slammed into the Jabalia refugee camp, which had just received an evacuation order. Many didn't get out in time. In the wreckage, heartbreaking scenes of survivors digging through rubble, pulling out the bodies of loved ones, some of them young children. These were not soldiers, these were families, patients, and children waiting for a lifeline that never came. The Israeli military says they were targeting a Hamas command center hidden beneath hospital grounds. But for those on the ground, that explanation doesn't bring back the dead or ease the suffering. Among the injured was a BBC journalist filming a story on the humanitarian crisis. He was interviewing doctors and families when the rockets landed. In the chaos, he was seen comforting terrified children as they recited prayers for the dead. This war has already claimed thousands of lives, but it's the smallest, most vulnerable who are paying the heaviest price. One haunting image stands out: 5-month-old Siwir Asher, malnourished and clinging to life. Our journalist met her twice in recent days and said filming her was one of the most painful things he's ever done. Her mother, Naja, still holds on to hope, saying, "She's my first child. I just want someone to help save her." For a few lucky children, evacuation to Jordan has brought safety and food, but many more remain trapped, hungry, and terrified under constant bombardment. In Gaza, the cost of survival is staggering. A single bag of flour now costs $400. People wait 6 hours or more just to get dirty water, if they're lucky. No fuel, no medicine, no food. Hospitals are crippled, unable to function. This marks over 70 days since Israel imposed a total blockade. No aid, no supplies, and no end in sight. Aid groups say Gaza is on the edge of full-blown famine. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to expand military operations, insisting that pressure is the only way to force Hamas to negotiate the release of hostages. But even in Israel, his strategy is dividing opinion. Critics, including some US officials, accuse him of dragging out the war for political gain. There was a flicker of hope earlier this week when Israeli-American hostage Idan Alexander was released. Hamas called it a gift ahead of former President Donald Trump's visit to the region, hoping to jumpstart talks. But that hope vanished as the airstrikes resumed almost immediately after. Right now, talks are happening in Qatar, Egypt, and elsewhere, focused on a ceasefire and allowing in humanitarian aid. But so far, talk is all it is. The only sound in Gaza tonight: the roar of fighter jets overhead. As one mother told us from Jordan, speaking to her family still in Gaza, "The rockets are everywhere. Food is gone. I just want them to be safe." And that's the unbearable truth. Even those who escape carry the weight of those still trapped behind.